Hello and welcome to a rather strange and awkward, hopefully maybe not be, quite peckish video. In today's episode, of which I don't really have episodes, I have a whole bunch of boxes of quite peckish British favourites from the British Corner Shop, link below. So let's get on with it.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off!
I have exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes of delightful treats and some other items as well. So I figured I'd start with the other items. Now, backstory. I was kind of drunk one day in this pandemic drunkenness and decided to just do a small order from British Corner Shop and ended up buying a lot of things. All right, so get started. We got the Freddo biscuits. So everything here is going to be British and everything here is going to be tasty, except for I can't really eat it all. So you're just going to have to take my word for it if you've never had these brilliant biscuits with chocolate on them in the shape of frogs. Trios, what every British school kid wants in their lunchbox. It's a chocolate biscuit with chocolate wrapped around it. Fox's Jam and Cream. So this is, like, I have another one that's coming up, but it's, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, that's right, I've got a camera over here as well and a camera there. So there you go. It's like a, what is it? It's, yeah, raspberry and vanilla filling in a sort of dense shortbread cookie. I got 2 versions of party rings. Honestly, I don't remember these being the most flavorful things ever. However, you kind of miss them and you order them when you're drunk. So I got 2 versions. I got the full size and I got the small party ring versions. I'm going to open a lot of this over Thanksgiving, just so you know. I've just got to not eat it all until then. And then finally I got, because I've never seen this before, a pack of Jammy Dodgers.
Jammy.
These are minis, so that's less calories. Okay, now we get on to the serious stuff. So I've got multiple boxes here of stuff, so I'm gonna pull down a few of these. If I look really hot, it's because I am. There's no AC in this kitchen, which is a really small kitchen in New York. All right, so I'm gonna start with the Cadbury's Chocolate Selection Full House. So I'm gonna open this up. Oh yeah. So this is trouble. I can't believe all of this is Cadbury's, but I guess it is. So we have our chocolate dairy milk buttons. We have our white chocolate Mary Cadbury white buttons. I'm trying to think of the American equivalent. I can't think of it. We have double-decker Cadbury Flake. That should go on an ice cream. Fruit and nut dairy milk. I used to hate this as a kid, but now I'm old. I'm an old git, so I actually like fruit and nut. Star Bar is, what is that the equivalent to over here? Can't remember. It's a chocolate bar with peanuts and caramel in it. Chomp Bar. It's like miniature these days. Curly Whirly. It's always been one of my favorites. Fudge. It's basically like soft toffee-ish fudge in chocolate, I think. You would always have these in a lunchbox at school. Dairy Milk, the best. Dairy Milk Whole Nut. This would be, as a child, I would eat around all the nuts. But now, again, being an old git, I don't mind. The Cadbury's Crunchy, which you only eat on Fridays.
You just can't keep it in.
Just joking. The Twirl, which is like a flake, but encased in chocolate, which is kind of tasty. And then we have 2 versions of Whisper. So we have the Whisper Gold and the general basic I'm Tasty Whisper. My favorite would be the Whisper Gold because that's how I roll. It's got caramel and that aerated chocolate. And then I think to round this box up, we have a picnic bar, which is fruit and nuts and what do we call them over here? Well, raisins, currants is what we say. Next up, we have the Cadbury's chocolate selection, the Icons. I just need to add that sound effect in. Okay, Maltesers. If you like Whoppers, throw them out and find Maltesers way better. Minstrels. Heavenly. They're like, it's chocolate in a hard chocolate shell, soft chocolate in a hard chocolate shell. Twirls, we just saw those. We have crispy M&Ms, whatever that is. I've not had M&Ms from the UK in a long time. Oh, it looks like this is another version of the Malteser. So it looks like it's got a hard center in it. It doesn't describe what it is. It just says crispy. We'll have to try those. Dairy milk buttons, more of those. Rolos. I could eat a pack of those in minutes. So we've already covered some of these bars. So we have the Boost, the Yorkie. I wonder if they still say for girls only. That'd be kind of awkward. No, got rid of that tagline. The Lion bar, which is, think of a 100 grand bar, but 100 times better. The chunky Kit Kat. Oh, God, I can't eat any of this right now. Munches, kind of like these odd squares where it's chocolate squares with caramel and sort of a biscuity crunch to them. Already seen the double decker, second Curly Whirly, which I like. And we have, so we're a big fan of mint in the UK. So we have this mint Aero bar. There are lots of different versions of the Aero bar. It's like aerated chocolate, Aero, but they've included the mint, which is nice because we know how much we all love the mint. All right, that's that box done. God, if I were eating some of this stuff, it would be way more interesting, but I don't want to go into cardiac arrest today. So I'm going to put that box aside. Okay, next box is the Brit Kit Letterbox Retro Sweets. So let's open this up and see what we got. Ah, very nice. All right, so in this box, we've got some stuff I have not seen in years. So what are the highlights from this? The refreshers. That's like you would, that was school breakfast. Drumstick. This is, normally you would see these as a well, I'm old, but we would buy the 1 penny sweets, and drumsticks would be like a little square that cost 1 pence. It's good to see it in the stick. Chewits. So another chewy sweet. This is strawberry flavor. I remember the commercials on TV, that sort of Chewit guy, if you can see this little chap. Can I get the camera in? There we go. He was like a Godzilla, but not really. We have wine gums. They don't actually involve wine, which is good for the kids. But they all apparently have different flavors of wine. Like, yeah. Blackjack, which is like a licorice, if I remember rightly. Not had these in years. And then finally we got 2 bars that are kind of soft because it's warm. 2 bars that are really soft because it's really warm. The Refreshers bar, I think I haven't had one of those. Oh, and another Drumsticks bar. I haven't had actually any of this kind of candy or sweets in 20 years. Oh my gosh, and a double dip. So you get like a stick and you have some powder. I think you have all that kind of stuff in the UK, right? In the US, sorry. Double dip, orange and cherry. Wow, okay. So that's the Retro Sweets box. All right, now we're on to the big boys. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these to get through. So first one, I don't know what I'm picking, let's see. It is the British Kit British Chocolate Selection, the Magnificent 37. All right, so let's I'll position this ready for the camera over there and open it up in all of its glory. This is full. I actually don't know how they fill all of this candy, all of these sweets into these boxes. So it's pretty amazing. All right, let's get started. This box is the afternoon tea box. So let's see what this has got inside. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we do have a bunch of stuff in here that is actually in the freezer. So I put in the freezer some Kipling cakes. So we have like Bakewell tart, the small tarts. We also have some crumpets, which I put away. But we do have in this box right here, the classic scone mix. So make your scones, along with your classic clotted cream and your raspberry jam. So you got your toppings for your scones. And then tea time wouldn't be tea time without some British tea. In this case, it's PG Tips. Why not? All right, next up is the British Biscuit Selection. I almost forgot what I was about to say. Here we go. Okay, so we've got a fantastic selection in the box, and I'll quickly go through them with a weird description. The brilliantly named after me, sort of, ginger nuts, a very hard biscuit that shockingly has ginger in it, but it is a nice level of spice and goes perfectly in a cup of tea. Softens up in like a 2-dip. It's a 2-dip biscuit. Next up are the custard creams, which you can really eat these by the sleeve. So think of an Oreo with a white biscuit and a custard filling. It's about the same texture. It just tastes better than an Oreo, I'm sorry. We have the bourbon creams. So this is essentially like a chocolate version of the custard cream. Chocolate biscuit, chocolate filling, very nice. We have, I know Americans might feel like this is an odd name for a biscuit, but they're called digestives. Maybe they help with your digestive, I don't know, but it's like an oat cookie or a whole wheat cookie. It says wheaten whole wheat, and it's got a chocolate coating on it. Divine with your tea. And then we have hobnobs, which are actually oat biscuits, and I think these are the original hobnobs, and it's just a very buttery, rich biscuit. And again, there's a theme here, goes well in your tea. And then we finish up with the rich tea biscuits, which are normally the ones that end up at the bottom of a biscuit container after all the other good ones have been eaten, but they're still a good, reliable biscuit. Okay, so there is definitely a theme today with the Cadburys chocolates, and this box is the Jumbo Cadbury Collection. So it weighs a ton. This is the heaviest out of all of them. Okay, so this is a big box. I'll try and open it there. Stuff is flying out. So what do we have? This makes, I've just realized I've got like 5 flake bars in the house. How have I not eaten any of these? All right, so we got 2 flakes, a giant bag that suspiciously looks a little open, but it's fine. A giant bag of giant buttons. Ooh, what's this? Didn't see this in here before. This is milk chocolate sticky puds. Sounds fancy. Oh my god. So we've got these giant bars of Cadburys in here. I don't think I've ever had this. So this is Dairy Milk Big Taste Chocolate Sensation. And then we have another big bar here. This is a Dairy Milk Whole Nut. Do we have any more big bars? Yes, we do. This is the Cadbury Dark Milk, both rich and creamy salted caramel. We have another big bag of buttons. We have a bag of Crunchy Rocks. Bloody hell. We have caramel nibbles. This is all Cadburys. I didn't even realize. Boost Bites. Another fudge bar. A Marvelous Creations Jelly Popping Candy bar. Interesting. Dairy Milk. Dairy Milk. A Twill bar, another jelly popping. This box keeps going. A Whisper Gold, another Whisper Gold. I see the theme here. We got 2 Whisper Golds. It looks like, I thought that was a melted Whisper, but this is actually a Whisper hot chocolate. So you just add this into hot water and you've got a Whisper hot chocolate. We got 2 of those. Another fudge bar. These things, which go well with tea or about anything, the Cadbury's chocolate fingers, and they are the milk chocolate biscuits. I'm having to stack stuff over here at this point. Twirl, Curly Whirly again, Curly Whirly again. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these are the Cadbury's mini rolls with the raspberry in them, and this is a family size 10-pack or a me size. And then we have finally a box of chocolate fingers. These are the white chocolate Cadbury's fingers. So that is a lot of stuff. Now I've got to pack it all up. All right, that's packed up. I've kept a couple of items outside the box that I'm going to put in the fridge. So the deal is, I'm not going to eat any of this until Thanksgiving. And then, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm probably going to do a YouTube live stream. And I'm just going to have it all out. And basically, I'm going to have to eat whatever I'm told on the YouTube live stream, which is not such a challenge because it's all good stuff. But yeah. All right, so we're on to our final box. And this box is the Brit Essentials box. All right, so let's see if I can show this. Yes. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. So first off the bat, a giant Cadbury dairy milk bar. That's my second box of PG tips. Won't last long. This is, I've never seen this before, a container of squashed apple and blackcurrant. So it's like, we used to have, I remember, yeah, it's a liquid. So it's like a concentrate liquid. You put a bit of it in a drink and it flavors the drink. And this is apple and blackcurrant. Blackcurrant, that seems to be a popular British flavor, not so popular in the US. I don't know why my voice went really high then. Can of Heinz beans, thank you very much. That'll do nicely. We have some Branston pickle, which goes well with crusty sourdough-ish kind of bread or French baguette and sharp cheddar cheese. We have cream of tomato. I used to think Heinz was a British company. I was so shocked when I came over to the US and realized it was an American company. But they have, Heinz makes, I guess they do this for all sorts of countries around the world, but for the UK there are specific products in the UK made by Heinz that you only get in the UK. They're beans in the blue can, and the cream of tomato soup is, there's a take on it for us Brits that is very specific to us. Instant coffee granules, Bisto. We have another container of chocolate digestives, and also, in addition to those biscuits that we got in the biscuit collection, we've got another packet of ginger nuts. So that is quite... How do you pack it in there, British corner shop people? Sort of. So there you go. That is another British unboxing. Wait, no, that would actually be my first British unboxing on YouTube, right? So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to be eating all of this on Thanksgiving, so obviously I'm going to be sharing out a link for that. Any questions, anything you want me to dive into on the British side, I'm more than happy to answer questions, do more videos. If you haven't, please like. You know, if you don't think I'm too much of a git for having all of this food I'm not about to eat. And if you're really generous, please hit that subscribe button. All right, thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Fucking hell.